Hi there. I want to talk about a few different subjects. One of the subjects is, one thing follows another in this, when I'm talking, all so interconnected with each other, the subjects. And so I just flow through them. But the picture I just had up, and that's what, when I saw this picture, I thought that's exactly what I'm going through. It's like particles, reflections. That's what happens when you have this kind of unexpected spiritual awakening. Everything becomes crystal clear, and everything's like, imagine a mirror, but it's all like broken in different pieces, and you see different reflections all the time, but it's actually the same one thing. And this is what happens when you have a spiritual awakening. And moving on from that, I'll probably come back to this, but I want to talk about music frequency, because this is something that is misunderstood in the spiritual community. On my videos, I have a variety of music. Sometimes put music on this from Apple. I sometimes will put on YouTube and some Reiki music. But I want to explain about what music frequency is and how it affects us. A lot of people, a word gets out and then everybody repeats it. Basically, 440, a lot of the songs at 440, for example, are about love lost, about love being hurtful. Now, this is because the people at that 440 frequency are a bit more lower vibrational, you could say. And so they sing about love being hurtful. Once you evolve, for example, your energy becomes deeper and calmer, and that's like 432. Like when you when you tune a guitar to 432, it's a lot more deeper, and that is kind of like energy in a sense. It's the deeper the frequency is. When you're calmed down, everything's deeper, isn't it? When you're stressed out, everything's hyper. But we have to go through the stressed out things in reality, in life, in order to heal. You can't just go from A to Z like that. And your frequency is not actually the music that you're listening to. It's your perception. That's your main frequency. Your frequency isn't the songs you listen to. That's why, like, someone could tune a guitar up and it might not be a 440 or 432. They could tune it by ear, I'm saying. And that would be their natural frequency. We all have our natural frequency. Our natural frequency is determined by our perceptual state, our perceptions. That's what your natural frequency is. So it don't matter really, everything makes a difference, but how your perceptions is the main difference, and is going to be the main difference in your reality. Because your perceptions determines your reality, determines your life, determines what you think, what you feel, your perceptions. That's it. Right? It's all to do with your perceptions. That's where people get it wrong. They actually think that if they do a heap of spiritual things and get involved in this, get involved in the other thing, that's going to heal them. No, it's not. It's your perceptions that's the problem. And that's what's shifting. I was talking about the real self earlier. That's what's happening in spiritual awakening. You're realizing that everything that you're going through was not to hurt you, but it was actually reflections of things that you were meant to heal from. We attract what we are. And many people don't understand what that means. It means that you attract what you're meant to heal from. And the thing that's manifesting it is your soul consciousness, your divine self. And it's manifest in situations that you need to heal from and experience and heal from. And, that's why when you awaken, everything becomes oneness, because you're meant to experience that everything's you at that moment. Before people awaken, they're not meant to experience that yet. And that's why they don't see it. That's why they don't experience it. Everything happens in perfect God law, divine timing and stuff like that. Like I say in the end of my videos all the time. And one of the things that you are aware of, your perceptions are starting to shift. You're starting to be aware, where before you were asleep, you were a sleepwalker. You weren't aware of what you're thinking and feeling is determining your reality. And you're starting to be very aware of your perceptions and how you're molding your reality, and this is how you're changing your reality. It's all to do with your perceptions. Your perception of yourself determines how you see the world, and it's also your main frequency, right? That's what it's all to do with perceptions. This is also how one would protect themselves from 5G. You got to understand that, you are infinity. You are all of the infinity. We shouldn't actually have 5G there, actually, but that's what you are. You're all of the infinity. And, that's it. And I wanted to get this message out about frequency, because many people get lost on this, and they get confused. They think if they're going to listen to a 440 song, it's going to kill them or something. And because they get told this, you see. And if that was the case, I wouldn't have been able to have a spiritual awakening, would I? Because I listen to some songs probably at that frequency, and some of this backing music, but it didn't stop me having an unexpected spiritual awakening. Because the awakening showed me, like I've said in this video and many other videos, that it's your perceptions that's your frequencies. Your frequencies is your perceptual state, is your frequency, is your vibrational state. So that's it. Your reality and your frequencies and everything like that is determined by perception. Yeah, things will make a difference, but if you think it won't make a difference, then it won't. It's all to do with how you see things. You could get a bunch of people in a haunted house, for example. They really could be haunted. You could get a psychologist who really thinks you're all insane. He really does believe you're all crazy. And he just won't believe it. It's a different perception, you see. And that's it. And this is what I realize in awakening, and is that I talk about this a lot, that your perceptual state determines everything. That's why I say your perceptions is your reflections. It's the reflections based on how you feel within yourself, how you perceive yourself within. And then you perceive that in the outward world. Once you start to manipulate with this and play around with this and heal it, you start to have a much better reality. You start to be more present. And then you start to become, like I say in my videos a lot, you start to ascend to abundance, because abundance is a perceptual state again. And we're programmed by the system to be out of this because they're terrified of this. The system is terrified because once we're in our divinity state of being super happy and getting what we want by not wanting anything, that is a state that will not conform to the system's way. And this is why they don't want people, they want racism, the system. They want people fighting over what skin colour is better, and this is why racism doesn't go away. It's not there by accident. Everything comes from the top. You don't think racism, like for example in football, when I was like a kid, it's still going on today. It's not there by accident. Everyone's educated from the system at the top. So, but this oneness thing and awakening would heal all that. That's why they're terrified of it, And it's game over for the system, and the system knows it as well. But like I say, like this video's been about, your perception is your reflection. Everything is based on that, so start to manipulate that and you'll change your reality, your frequency. This music is not going to poison you, because it's your perception of that, but it's your perception of that music that will poison you or not poison you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.